Hello everyone, and welcome back to the jungles of the Fruitlies tribe, where we are going to continue where we left off last week, my friends, with, unfortunately, the death of Kiwi, and preparing ourselves for the passing of Banana. May she rest in peace soon. She is going to be 56 days old, the oldest nicheling I have ever had, thanks to the wonders of the new sandbox features of this update. I love that we have been able to spend so much time with her. I love that she has been able to kind of pace out how many children she has had and how often she has had children to really have a life and a story as well. And her story has been so tremendous as we have carried on 40 days here on this jungle island, where 40 days ago she wandered across a crumbling sand bridge and discovered under this tree 3 huddling little orphaned fruit bat babies who were the only survivors of an island that had been torn apart by a fierce tropical storm, a tsunami, possibly a hurricane, maybe an earthquake. It was bad, guys. It was really bad. And that is why the tribe was reduced down to just kiwi, kumquat, and coconut. And I have to say, it's really surreal to realize that the tribe in the Fruitling tribe, our stream tribe, Kumquat was actually the one who died by plant, and it was because Kumquat, as a she, was very sickly and was trying to find a healing plant to feel better. And the next thing you know, she was taken into a danger plant and died very, very quickly. And here in the Fruitlies tribe, in this universe, Kiwi, adventurous, playful Kiwi, who dreamed of bats that could also swim and fish in the waters, to fly the sky and fish the sea, ended up having her playfulness spell her doom. She was splashing around the water, playing and laughing and teasing her sister Coconut about the newest of the babies to be born, when she was yanked up by this carnivorous plant, and we unfortunately were not able to save her in time. And then the plant even tried to eat Coconut, and Wanderer Lurzu, her quote-unquote adopted son, who she really treats more like an adopted playmate for Radish when they were children, ended up saving her. So it's been a wild ride, guys, and we're also a little bit low on food. We have discovered that here in this universe, these plants are actually an invasive species brought on the fur of wanderers who have come into the island, and that is deeply affecting how Kumquat wishes for the tribe to really carry on from this point on. But we'll have to get to all of that after we give some time to have her final moments with her family. She has little Clem, her daughter Clem. We also have her daughter Squashy. We have her son Ginger, her son Star, who should be growing up any minute now. I think he stayed in the nest a little bit too long. And let's see. Yeah, Radish is Coconut's child, and so is Kiwi, named after her aunt. She's quite the simple little fruit bat, but we need simple fruit bats because we're realizing we really need to take advantage of the special sacred fruit trees, the sticky fruit trees, because they are currently glitched to give us eternal food. And we're really struggling to feed ourselves. So the practicalities of running a big tribe are starting to arrive in our lives as Generation 2 of the Fruitlies takes wing and takes flight into the jungle. Ah, that was a good one. All right. Let's carry on. Pome is going to go ahead and collect up lots of delicious fruit. As you can see, none of it went off of the plant because it's currently still glitched, and I freaking love that because it totally seems like it is the sacred plant of the fruit bats after all. We've also got little Star, who's going to be rolling in the mud and just having a good time as babies do. We have Ginger, who's going to go ahead and he's going to eat this to recover from the aggressive termites that got us. And then he is going to attack the termite mound, actually. We discovered last time that the termites are also a danger to the island, a danger to the jungle. So we have realized that all of these carnivorous plants are an invasive species that are fighting out the stinky fruit plants, the sacred fruits as they're known here. And the termites are a threat because the termites might eat the canopy trees, which belong to the moon mother bat, which are one of the most important features of the jungle. It is from the canopy trees and the roots of the canopy trees that the health of the jungle comes. So termites must absolutely be removed as often as possible and gotten rid of. That is one of the sacred duties of the fruit bats, as well as getting rid of these invasive species of the carnivorous plants. So we've discovered those things last time too. And we've also discovered that we probably need to have some fruit bats tending to each of the sticky fruit trees. Not only to survive, but also to add up to the fact that we're supposed to be taking care of the jungle. And that's one of the ways we can do so. All right, and we're also going to take care of the jungle with more aggressive motives, like Radish's desire to follow in his father's footsteps and clear away the grasses. He's going to dig things up, clear away the grasses. He is really going to try to find something to fight and defend. So we're going to continue to search for more of these danger plants so that he can get rid of them. We're also going to have Lurzu help out as he can. He's just going to follow Radish around and help out however he can. Let's go ahead and have Kumquat eat from this fruit to try to kind of get rid of it. Little Kiwi is going to be scooched away from the danger plant. Banana is going to relax. She's quite old. She just doesn't quite have the energy that she used to. Coconut is going to keep an eye on our little group of babies here at the heart of the jungle springs. Oh, and Squashy can actually contribute by gathering up some of the small fruits. Not nearly as tasty or as useful, or clearly, since they are all gone now, as plentiful as the sacred fruits, but we'll get to those eventually. All right, banana. Oh boy, it's your final day. It is your final day, and we are going to put aside so much of the rest of the fate of the tribe and how they're going to handle wanderers later. But I think Banana's final words would be deep pride for seeing how the fruit bats have begun their path to recovery, for seeing how they have come back again and again from the adversity of what the jungle has thrown at them with these terrible termites, terrible stinging termites, with the carnivorous plants who stole one of their own too early, but we will destroy them back. And also, and she'll say this with a knowing, kind of tired look at Kumquat, with a little bit of compassion for the wanderers who have nothing else to offer but just a little bit of help, who are not part of the bat line at all. But they took in the wandering orphan and they gave him a home. She hopes that they will have a little more compassion for the young orphans also lost at the land. So, okay. Don't cry, me. Don't cry. We can do this. We can do this, guys. All right, banana. A few gentle, kind words I'm sure that Clem will be able to hear. She is an excellent fruit bat collector. She even looks like the little stinky fruit to your daughter. Let's hope that you can have this last baby. And let's say goodbye to Banana. Oh, she had her last child. Oh, Artichoke, welcome. I am so glad you're with us, but I'm also so sad that you don't have Batwing. Oh, man. All right. Well, that's okay. We did really well. I think that Kumquat is still quite happy to have another son. This son, unfortunately, can't really do much. So if it weren't for being Banana's child, I kind of feel like Kumquat would feel like, I feel like he feels like clearly this is a sign that the jungle's forces are weakening. They need to have more bat children. So Artichoke, I'm sorry, you're so adorable and I love your colors, but I feel like Kumquat would feel a little bit disappointed that that there were no wings on this child. And there should be wings. We should have a fruit bat child at some point, right? Clem, you gotta get off the middle of the island, but I don't want you to drown. You do have the ability to swim, but I don't know, you're kind of small. We'll have to come back to that in a second. I do think Radish is a little overheated, so we're gonna let him get into the water, and then we'll have Lurzu even, wiggle his way over to follow along the stream so that he can stay with his big bro, Radish. And then we've also got Coconut. I think she really wants to have all of her children at the heart of the island. Clem is not her child. I think would Squashy call out to Clem? I think it'll be okay. I think Squashy's gonna kind of call out to Clem and be like, come on, Clem, you can do it. Don't drown, child. Maybe she does have a natural swimming ability. And let's let Coconut get comfy. Oh, she can't even have the baby today anyway. Well, we're potentially drowning the baby with Razorina. Ah, the baby's drowning! Oh my gosh, okay. Squashy, I know you meant well, but your little sister cannot swim yet, so this is bad. We're gonna need more healing fruit, which I think Coconut, realizing that the baby didn't quite make it, would start freaking out a little bit and insist on, like, the healing fruit! Find more healing fruit! Which thankfully it seems like we can smell more healing fruit down here. Quickly, Ginger! Quickly! Oh, Ginger! Defend! Defend, Ginger! Alright. Home! Gather. Oh no, the fruit has been eaten, even though it looks like it's not a turtle. No. Clearly the jungle's now cursed. Dang it. All right, Baby Star will roll in the mud. We will have to get food from over there. I mean, Kira has just, oh my gosh, the food. Suddenly we're actually able, like, I think Kira would be shocked. Like, what? Where'd all my food go? Oh dear. Like, he's just a little old man who has spent his life stuffing himself on food that suddenly is no longer available. Oh boy. Alright. This baby's doing okay. Oh gosh. Come on, Clem. I've got to get you out of the water. Out of the water, little one. Oh, geez. She took a lot of drowning damage. I think Squashy would feel terrible. Oh my gosh. Alright. She'll get some food to try to feed her little sister. Oh my goodness. Coconut's gonna go ahead and make herself a little nest to get comfy. Oh gosh. Alright. Well, let's see. Ginger will... Oh my gosh! You're kidding me! Ginger has just discovered an orphan. Wakame. Just as he's got Scorpion Tail. He has got Scorpion Tail and Toxic Body and Poison Fangs. Even though Kumquat has been making so much noise about not allowing any non-bat member into the tribe, he's already quite upset that Lurzu's here. He's probably content to, if he knew that the bones of Kira were now upon the land, he would in his heart be quite happy that the Wanderer was gone. But just as we have lost Banana and Kumquat finds himself somewhat torn, trying to figure out how to protect his children, trying to figure out what the future of his tribe should be when so few wings are about, I think that Ginger, since his mother was indeed Banana and she had a gentle heart, and she believed in protecting the orphans, I don't think Ginger could turn away from Wakame, especially because this is literally a drowning baby here at the edge of the beach. Like, this baby is literally drowning in the water. Save him! Save the baby! Get out of the water, baby! Oh my gosh. And he's got Toxic Body and Scorpion Tail? Maybe the Scorpion Tail Kumquat will be able to forgive and be a little excited about this child's arrival, because the Scorpion Tail can now be bred into the family. What about little Clem, who was also drowning? Or what about Squashy? Like, we have females. Let's see. D and F immunity. B and D. Ah, curses. I mean, we might have a sickly baby, but we do have a couple females, at least, who have Scorpion Tail, Clem and Squashy, recessive, that we might be able to get, like, in the tribe now. And Toxic Body, come on, that would be really, really useful and cool. So... while trying to get Clem, the little healing fruit, we have now discovered a drowning orphan baby. And I do think that although Ginger understands where Kumquat is coming from, that we must get rid of the outsiders, because maybe this baby is covered in the seeds that will bring the invasive species and spread those dangerous plants further onto the island. Well, I mean, I think he just saw too much of his mother reflected in the Scorpion Tail, and I don't think when push comes to shove, if it had been an aggressive wanderer, like a rude like rogue male, I don't think that Ginger would have had any problem with attacking a new wanderer in the tribe. But to stumble on a child like drowning at the edge of the beach, Ginger could not turn away from that. No, I definitely don't think he could turn away from that. Meanwhile, Pome is gathering up more food here. I think Star is going to jump down to see what all the hubbub is about. He is good at insect collecting and digging, but unfortunately, even though he is one of the most bat-like of all of our nichelings, he is not good at fruit collecting. And we're going to have a conversation about that in the missing gene before you die, Kumquat, so don't die on me soon, buddy. Alright, meanwhile, Coconut has been trying her hand at fishing. Kumquat is going to carefully keep an eye on this danger plant while the children are still nearby. Radish is going to swim downstream with his little bro. There we go, Lurzu. And they're going to clear the path behind them as they set off to explore the edge of the jungle and see if they can find any more of the danger. Healing fruits everywhere, yes! Any more of the danger fruits or any more of the treasures deep inside of the jungle that should be sacred and safe, but is currently full of death and drowning orphans, apparently. Kiwi is the only one left for the day. Okay, we're good. Coconut, are you going to give birth to a bat creature, or are you going to give birth to something else? We must now ask this question because Kumquat and Coconut, they have to have a conversation about why wanderers may not be a bad thing, and about the missing gene that makes it so that if we have 2 bat wings and a bat head, suddenly we're not able to eat from the sacred fruit. Look at the little girl! Oh my gosh! Persimmon! You even have a semi-appropriately colored randomized name. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. She is clearly meant to collect from the actual fruit themselves. She is of a color so vibrant that perhaps we can pass on some of the lore that Coconut needs to give to her children. Unfortunately, she has absolutely no bat traits whatsoever other than recessive bat head. I do think that this is something that they may be a little bit worried about. A little bat worried about, perhaps? Yeah, I do think that Kumquat would actually take that as a little bit of a bad sign. We should be having a lot more bat wings amongst the whole tribe. So, what to do about that, for sure. Alright, let's see. Well, let's go ahead and clear out some of these areas today. We're very, very low on food. The babies are still so young, they have to stay away from the danger plant. We'll have Kumquat gather the last of that and then come over to maybe talk with Coconut. Coconut has 9 days left. Yes, it may almost be time. Oh! And we just unlocked Fishing Tail! Huzzah! We may have some fishing nichelings yet. Oh gosh, let's let Coconut come over and she might come talk to Kumquat now that they have had a child who is clearly special, and she is the best gatherer on the island, but she lacks wings entirely. So we may have to actually, have a little conversation about this with Kumquat. Alright, and meanwhile, on the rest of the island, we have got Squashy and Clem. Little Clem is still recovering from the incident. Squashy is trying to protect the fruit, but it is being eaten by the bunnels. Palm is gathering all of this delicious fruit. There we go. And Star can come over and see what's going on here. The baby Wakame cannot do anything, but Ginger can at least gather up some food there. We are very, very low on food. We have a new orphan in the tribe, so we have accepted a child who is now a little bit of a burden on the tribe for a while when we have a lack of food. We have lost Banana, and we are losing our bat wings, which is not ideal. So we may have to have a little bit of a sit down and a think about what to do from here. But alright guys, so we are spreading out, we are wandering. Let's go ahead and let another day pass. We are starving. We need a lot of food, and I think that Coconut may actually take the arrival of Persimmon as a sign that they should be protecting the fruit trees. There's only one out of the many fruit trees of this island where they are currently guarding its area, guarding it from these dangerous plants. Clearly, this is a sign from the Moon Mother Bat that they don't wish to be bats. They do not wish to be part of the fruit bat line if they are neglecting this all-important duty. And perhaps the birth of Persimmon, who has had the ability to even think about flying taken from her, is a reminder from the jungle itself, the Moon Mother's spirit perhaps, that if they wish to fly, if they wish to take to the reaches of the jungle, they must earn it by protecting the sacred fruit trees. So we need to get to each of the sacred fruit trees and start working on that. But I think that's how Coconut is going to take this little prophecy. And she will also realize that clearly this child, out of all the ones she has had so far, is so special that she may actually be the next lore leader, the next kind of priestess of the land. And so Coconut will pass on all of the knowledge that she has to Persimmon. Persimmon might have a chance to be the Moon Mother Bat in the future, or the mother of the Moon Mother Bat, because she does have albinism. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and definitely give like Persimmon and some of the others Batwing. I think that all of the descendants of the 3 original, well now only 2 because Kiwi never had a child, but I think we will make it so that all of the descendants of Kumquat and Coconut have the ability to pass on Batwing. So if they are not born with Batwing, we will at least give them Batwing in the mutation menu. In fact, that would be a good way to challenge myself. Kumquat, you have fathered much of this island. Wow. I think that we actually will make it so that all of the bat descended children, so not Wakame because he just arrived. Whoa, he's so cool. Look at him. Welcome, little drowning baby. But all of the bat descended children, I will probably give one of their mutation menus will always be Batwing, and everybody else like Wakame will kind of throw a wrench in our plans because he does not have Batwing. But first off, we need to survive. We will pass on the lore to Persimmon. We will talk to Kumquat about the missing gene. I keep saying I'll do that. Might have to do that finally next time. But I will see you guys then, when we will have to turn our attention away from thinking about genes and thinking about being picky about who we invite into the tribe, and to the basics of survival, because we are running very, very low on food indeed. So, to the sacred fruit trees next time, my friends. If you could, do please leave a like for little baby Wakame, because I feel really bad. This poor child just washed up on the shore and started like drowning in a tide pool. Oh my gosh, I mean, how did that even happen? There must still be like storms and tsunamis ravaging the other islands, my goodness. And then if you would like to join us for this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing, my friends. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye!